All right, welcome everyone. Thank you so much joining me on April 5th, 2023. It's been a little while. 11:30 a.m. We're starting a little bit early today. I had planned on starting just before 12, so it's nice to get on. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much. Want to get on here today because I've been thinking a little bit about you guys, thinking how your 2023 has been going. Have you been reaching your goals? Are we starting to kind of fall back a little bit from some of the things that we were wanting to accomplish back in January when we were talking about it then? Like I said, I was thinking about you guys and seeing how you were doing, how your health has been, and if we've been accomplishing those goals. So I think today what we want to do, let's get a check-in going. Appreciate the thumbs up already. I see we're at 5. Feel free to ask your questions. We have, again, if you have a specific question, we can, for $2, health and weight loss questions, specific questions related to your own personal diet. All right, we can look over that. Also, your workout and diet review, a $5 super chat. We will go over that. But again, of course, feel free to ask your questions. We'll go over all of that stuff. But I wanted to check in, see how you guys are doing. Let me know how you're doing with your goals. Huge topic today that I really think, we need a consistent check-in. Accountability is huge. Right now, I know my face isn't on cam. Right, I thought I'd just pop on here really quickly. I didn't want to be delayed setting the camera up, setting the lighting up, all of that stuff. So next time it'll be on, but for today, it's going to be off. You can just hear my voice. You don't have to look at my face for today. It's just going to be a nice discussion. So Joshua, good to see you as always. Thank you for coming in, my friend. So let me know in chat. Here's the big thing. Here's what I really want going on with the streams. Now, I know I didn't give a huge heads up for our stream today, but I'm hoping to do Wednesdays. I'm hoping to do Saturdays, maybe Sundays, something along those lines. Keep it consistent. I had to take a little bit of time off. I actually got COVID, so I was down and out for a few days, but it took me a couple weeks, about maybe 10 days to kind of fully feel better. Probably like a 9.5, 9 out of 10 right now. So that's why we had to take a little break from the videos, a little break from the streams, but we are bouncing back strong now. We're feeling good. One thing I want to point out, one thing that I think helped, and one thing that I was taking before, we might want to do a live stream on this topic. One of my favorite supplements that I'm taking right now, NAC, short form for N-acetylcysteine, right, helping with respiratory tract infections and just respiratory tract health in general. Usually kind of used to treat, things like inflammation in the respiratory tract, bronchitis a little bit as well. I take it just as part of my regular health routine, all right? So with all my other vitamins and minerals, as you guys know. So I was taking that. I was feeling good. Never had any breathing issues or anything like that. It was mostly just head cold, fever, all of that normal stuff, and fatigue. But like I said, we are bouncing back strong. We are feeling great today. Really appreciate you guys coming in. Like I said, we didn't give a lot of time before the live stream. I think I put it up there about 30 minutes ago. So thank you everyone coming in. Thank you for the thumbs up. Now with the streams here, like I was saying just a minute ago, I want to start getting on a regular schedule. Wednesdays, Saturdays, maybe even some morning check-ins from there. Maybe if there's something interesting that comes out, getting on here and discussing. Again, my face will be on. You always hear my voice, but my face will be on stream, as it was the last, 3 or 4 streams. I think that works really good. But what I want to point out is you guys are what's going to drive the streams. All right, that's why, I have the $2 super chats. I have the $5 super chats. I really want to add value for you guys, okay? Because what we've been doing here, we have over almost 4.7 thousand videos on the channel. That doesn't take into consideration the hundreds of live streams that we've done. So there's a ton of value that's on this channel. Now what I want to do is start adding to that value through the live streams, through our live discussions, and really start dialing it in on a personal level. Because you guys wouldn't believe how many comments come in Maybe you would. When you have almost 5,000, pretty much 5,000 videos, you're going to get tons of comments that come in. You see every comment that comes in on every single video. So if you think about it, 5,000 videos, right, you're going to get a comment on a lot of those videos every single day. So, those comments a lot of the times are personalized. They're asking their own questions, but they're not in live stream. I'm not sure why they don't come in, but it would be great if they did, because then they could ask the question. It's impossible for me to answer all of the questions that come in. Same thing with emails. The emails I've sort of stayed away from responding to. It would just take too much time. The questions are very, very specific, and they would kind of, require a detailed response. Let's put it that way. All right. It's not something that you can just answer, and I would feel good about that. So what I want to do is start getting some good value in on these live streams. I see Joshua in here. All right. I would like other people, if you can, to contribute to these live streams by asking your questions. If you don't have a question, that's 100% fine. All right. No one's forcing you to ask a question in here. But I would like these live streams to be driven with your questions and personalize, all right, the questions that you have. We go over topics all the time. There's 100 live streams that, talk about from everything from sleep to kidney health to heart health to lowering cholesterol. You name it, I've probably done a live stream on it so far. I think N-acetylcysteine would be interesting because I've had some good effects on that. We've talked about what supplements I take, what vitamins and minerals I'm taking. We've also done a review of proteins, all right, a tier list. So there's tons of things that we've done on the live streams, all right? But what I want to do, and I think I'm just hitting this point over and over again, is really start to sort of dial it in and personalize these live streams. Help you guys on an individual basis. I'm not sure if there's a lot of other streams out there that will go over that. I know some do live streams, but not a lot will put themselves out there and do a live stream, right? Or do a stream live. Maybe they'll premiere it, but they won't do it live. The reason why I like it live is because I can actually give you an answer as best I can, all right? If it's, something that I think is better asked for your medical practitioner, then of course I'm going to do that. I'm going to get you to ask them. But when it comes to nutrition, when it comes to working out, when it comes to weight loss, when it comes to diet, that's where I really think I can add tremendous value. That's something that I do every single day. Every single day I am working with clients 6 times a day. 6 times a week I am working with clients. So 6 days a week working with clients for their weight loss, for their health, rehabilitation, all of that different stuff. I know we don't talk a lot about that on stream, but that's my full-time business. And if you're not providing good value, all right, good luck with running a successful business. It just is not possible. So I want to kind of transfer what I do, offline into online, if that makes sense to you guys. So right now I see Joshua is in here. If you're in here, let me know where you're listening from. Blessings to you, Joshua. Thank you. I just read that. Thank you so much. Appreciate you as always being in here. Joshua, I saw a comment because I was responding to someone. I saw a comment that was interesting. Joshua, I saw that you had posted a comment on a video that I had posted more than 2 years ago. So big shout out to you, Joshua. You've been in here for a long time, buddy. So I saw that you had made a comment on a video that I had posted more than 2 years ago. So how interesting is that? Now let's talk. And why do I want these streams to be driven by you guys? I can get on here and I can talk and I can make videos. All right, I can write out scripts and do the research. All right, all of that is fine. All of that is great. All right, but a lot of the times, people have specific questions, especially when it comes to working out and when it comes to diet. Sorry that it might be a little bit blurry with the font. I'm not sure why that is, but we can fix that for next time. But when it comes to weight loss, everyone is different. And why is everyone different? Because everyone has different caloric needs. Depends on your weight, depends on your activity level, depends how much muscle you have. Okay, so that's where we want the chat-driven sort of responses to come in, the engagement to come in, and then that's where I think I can provide the most value for you guys. And then also, it's a great thing. I really appreciate it when you support the channel. All right, we've been doing this for almost 10 years now. We've done tons of live stream. There's lots of value, I think, on this channel. Many different videos. Your responses have been great. Same thing with the thumbs up. Again, you guys are the algorithm to this channel. All right, YouTube has an interesting way of promoting certain videos. All the time I'm seeing that certain people aren't even seeing these live streams, all right, popping up on their feed. All right, or certain videos not popping up on their feed. So you guys are the algorithm, all right, to these videos, and I really appreciate it with the thumbs up, with the comments, all of that different stuff. So if you're in chat, let me know where you're listening from. It's always greatly appreciated. If you have a question, of course, ask your question. And if you can support the channel through either joining, all right, you get our free ebook as well. All right, starting nutrition, simplifying it. All right, I think I had a nice conversation with a client yesterday. A lot of the times, people will overthink their diet so much. I hear it all the time. You know, should I be eating, brown rice or quinoa? All right, that's a question, all right, that I will get from individuals who are trying to lose, their goal is to lose 60 pounds, all right? They started out, they're eating fast food 6 times a week, maybe more. They're having soda and chips probably almost every single night. They're trying to make changes to their diet, and then they're second guessing themselves on whether they should be eating brown rice or quinoa. The important thing is have either, all right? You're making a tremendous change just by adding either brown rice or quinoa into the diet. We know that if you're having brown rice and quinoa, you're getting tremendous, micronutrients. The macronutrients are great. We talked, he went with quinoa, so we talked a little bit about how that's a complete protein. You're getting protein in. We also talked how it's a complex carbohydrate. So try not to make it such a big thing where, we have to look at every single thing and break it down and make these grandiose changes to our diet. All right, it's starting simple. And if it's someone, a lot of my clients, like I said, chips, soda, all right, chocolate, almost every single night when we start out working together, 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week. Again, no grandiose changes. It's like if you're lifting weights, you don't go from a bench press 1 week, 135 pounds, all right, and then bump that up to 185 pounds the next week. All right, the percentage is just too much. All right, there's no way that you're going to be able to do that. It's the exact same thing with diet, and I want you guys to keep that in mind when you're trying to make changes to your diet. All right, we're not going for it. So let's say your bench press is 100 pounds, and then you go for 140 pounds. All right, so a 40% increase in weight in 1 week, let's say, maybe even 2 weeks. All right. Are we really going to be able to make those huge changes in our diet when we've been eating a certain way for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years? It's very, very unrealistic. I think we need to set realistic goals, right? Especially when we're talking about health talk and health tips. All right, one big health tip that I have for you guys is focus on one thing for the first week or for a week. All right, a lot of the times it's drinking enough water for my clients because a lot of time they're dehydrated. They're not drinking enough water. It can start with water. It can start with trying to get in 3 servings of vegetables every single day, but start it slow. All right, and be easy on yourself. Don't overthink it. All right, if we're going from fast food every single day and then now we're trying to second guess ourselves, and it's very common, don't get me wrong. Right? This isn't to call anyone out or to say people are doing something wrong. It's just I want you guys to have the best chance of being successful. If you're going from fast food and then eating healthy and second guessing yourself on brown rice and quinoa, it's going to be a very tough road for you, a very tough road, because you're going to be second guessing yourself, or you're going to be putting so much stress, unneeded stress on yourself that you just don't want. All right, especially if you're trying to lose weight. You're not going to have a healthy relationship with food. You can have both. Have either. Brown rice is fine. Tons of different rice varieties is fine. Quinoa is fine. That was just one thing that popped up yesterday that I thought I'd share with you guys. The other thing is, you know, if we're eating, sometimes I'll get, how much avocado should I be eating? Should I be eating a quarter of an avocado? Should I be having the whole avocado? Well, a lot of the times, and this is why it's very, very helpful working with someone, a nutritionist like myself, a certified trainer like myself. I mean, it's very, very helpful because you can calculate the macronutrients. But here's the big thing. The important thing is you're getting in the healthy fats. If you're having fast food and then you're switching over to an avocado, if you're having a whole avocado in one day, maybe it might be a little bit high for you, but you'll figure that out along the road. If it's too high, all right, you're going to know because, one, you're either going to stay the same weight, all right, or you're going to lose weight if you're in a calorie deficit. So you'll figure it out. The important thing is that you're adding the healthy fats to your diet. I mean, you go from McDonald's to an avocado, that is your big change, guys. That is a huge change right there. Don't overthink. All right, don't overthink when it comes to, how much of this should I have? A quarter? Should I have a half of an avocado? Half an avocado. That's great. That beats having a Big Mac, large fries, and a Mountain Dew. All right, that's going to win every single time. So I hope I'm not sounding preachy, but I just want you guys to take it nice and slow. Enjoy the process. All right, if you're staying consistent, you're going to be making gains. All right, you're going to be making progress. As long as you're consistent with it, you're going to be having that great process. The process, you're going to be having great gains. Cherry is good for sleep better. Yes, Joshua. So one thing that I've talked about a little bit before, tart cherry juice. Try to get without sugar. Tart cherry juice before bed, 30 minutes. We see very, very good for sleep. Increased serotonin, increased tryptophan in the brain. So very good for sleep. From fast food to healthy food. Exactly. We want to go from fast food to healthy food. And if you're having fast food, a lot of the times people are overdoing it on fast food. Even making smart choices when it comes to fast food can be a win for us. Why? Because we're lowering our calories. All right? We're lowering our calories. Now, is that the end of it? No, we would eventually want to get rid of the fast food if we can, or at least of the low nutrient, all right? So low in nutrient, calorie dense foods. Eventually, we would like to get rid of that. But small changes, guys. All right, small changes. So when it comes to fast food, even if we're making, a change in the amount, all right, so the portion size or in the choice, whatever it is. Say you go for something more higher in protein. Say you're just all carbohydrates and fat. Getting a little protein in. Is it optimal? All right. If you've been training for, a long time, if you're, really trying to dial in, maybe it's not optimal. But if you're starting your journey, you're trying to lose weight, I think it's a nice way to start. Again, don't put too much pressure on yourself, especially when these are all health tips, guys. Try not to put too much pressure on yourself because people, this is what I see a lot of the times. All right. And you tell me if you can relate to this. All right. So what I see is people will start, to second guess themselves. They'll go a couple days, then they'll add the pop and the chips. All right. And then they kind of go back and they slide just a little bit. And then they have 3 days in a row where they're having pop and chips and maybe some fast food throughout the day. Wendy's is a big one, or maybe a donut, so something sugary. And then they'll weigh in after those 3 days. All right, so they had 3 good days, but then 3 days that weren't so good. They were in a calorie surplus. You're going to be holding water, all right? All that sugar, all that sodium, you're going to be holding water. And then they get on the scale, all right, and then they expect, all right, or they hope, all right, everyone hopes, to lose weight, to see a drop. But if you had those 3 days on the back end where you slid just a little bit, guess what? It's probably not going to change that much. I don't like my clients weighing in every day. Of course, most of them do. But why don't I like it every day? Because I want you to be consistent. Don't worry about the number that's on the scale. Focus on the nutrition. Focus on the working out, on the fitness. I think those are the important things. If you're focused on that, the results are going to come. All right, focus, all right, on the process, and the outcomes will take care of themselves. If you focus on eating healthy, all right, focusing on nutrient dense foods, lower in calories. If you focus on your macronutrients, the outcome, and on your fitness, remember we talk about moving 150 minutes at least per week. I would like a little bit of strength training if you can do that as well. Anyone strength training here? I know there's been almost 100 people in here, and we just have Joshua talking, which is fine, and I appreciate that. But ask your questions. Let me know where you're listening from. Like I said, this is your time to ask your questions. Obesity by eating processed foods and lose weight by eating healthy. Exactly, Joshua. Eat healthy as best you can and get your fitness in. We talk a lot about nutrition on this channel. We really got to start talking about movement on this channel as well. All right, that's a big thing that we really need to start focusing on. Why? Because working out is one of the most healthiest things that you can do. More so, and it all goes together, all right? Eating healthy, of course. We want to eat healthy as best we can, but we also want to make sure that we're moving, we're getting our exercise in. You can do that through swimming, through walking, going on hikes, weight training, right? Bicycling, all these different things, playing a sport, playing tennis, going out and golfing, going on a walk, all those different things. I think that's one thing that we can't overlook on this channel as well. I know it's foods for health, all right? But if we're trying to really dial in our overall health, think about heart health, think about increasing kidney function, digestion, reducing the risk of Alzheimer's, we want to be making sure that we're working out, getting that 150 minutes per week. We know that, all right, there's studies out there when it comes to working out, you can 5x your health. There's nothing else that we can do, even quitting smoking, getting enough sleep. There's nothing else that we can do that's going to 5x your health. All right, it's going to be like a 3x, all right, but working out is going to 5x your health. Why? Because you get all of those health benefits, all right, reducing health conditions, all right, improving mental health, right, which is amazing, all right, losing weight, decreasing the risk of heart disease, again, which is just going up and up. I think, all right, and I might be wrong on this, I haven't seen the numbers of late. It's been a little while since I've taken a look at the numbers, but I believe, all right, heart disease, heart health complications, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, all those things. So, heart health, all right, and heart-related issues, heart disease is the number one killer in the world right now. So getting that workout in, losing weight, we want to make sure that we're strengthening the cardiovascular system, strengthening the heart. Nothing better than to be working out, all right? Eat a well-balanced diet, get some movement in there. You're going to be doing a great job. Now, I think I've made my point. I think the point has been made. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. Now, what else is coming with the channel? We're going to be keeping the videos going. I know you guys like the videos, all right? I know people, all right, like the quick information. We're in a quick information world right now. It's like TikTok, all right? It's like shorts on YouTube, all right? Those are all super, super important. Am I buffering right now? All right, I think we're still live. All right, hopefully you guys didn't lose me. All right, but we will keep going on with the videos. I know people like the quick information. That's going to be continuing, right? I need you guys to help me with the algorithms, though, all right, because YouTube isn't always the most friendly. If you can thumb up the video, all right, again, thumbs up the video, all of that good stuff, all right, I would really appreciate it. We have a ton of viewers in here, so thank you so much. A ton of people have come in. Yeah, I think we're pretty good. We're a little bit low on bit rate, but we can fix that. We're getting a little bit of rough weather here, so that might be affecting it just a little bit, but hopefully you guys can still hear me. Joshua, you're the lead in the charge today on the engagement. If you can still hear me, if I'm not buffering or, something didn't go wrong with the stream, let me know, Joshua. I'd appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much. But again, you guys are like the algorithm, but even more so, I would really like to tailor these streams. We can always talk about heart health. Those are always going to do. I always know that those streams are going to get a bunch of people in here. All right, talking about kidney health, liver health, all right, decreasing the risk of Alzheimer's. We're going to be getting all of those streams in, all right, and those aren't going anywhere. We're always going to be doing those, but I would really like to tailor the streams to you guys, even the videos, all right, off helping to add some services in there, if that makes sense. What's the service? Give me your diet. Let's look over the diet. All right, if you're trying to lose weight, what does the diet look like? All right, what are we consuming on a regular basis? All right, what are some healthy recipes that you might want to add in? Are you getting enough protein? Are you having a good balance of healthy fats? All right, because remember, we need healthy fats in our diet. We need healthy fats in the diet, guys. Also, if you're thinking about, starting a workout plan, I'm very interested to see how many people actually work out in these streams. All right, do you work out, and what type of workouts do you do? I would love to do, like a strength routine, all right, because I think it's really, really important and underrated. Not a lot of people think about this, but adding strength is so helpful to your overall health. Very, very helpful to the overall health, all right? Adding strength, keeping our muscle. Don't forget, after 35, we lose about 1% of muscle mass per year. So by the time you get to 65, you've lost 30% of muscle mass if you're not moving, all right? You can do things like swimming, walking, hiking, playing tennis. Those are all going to help keep muscle on. But I think a little bit of resistance training, it doesn't have to be with dumbbells or barbells or anything crazy like that, all right? And that's not really crazy, but to some people it is. But my point is, you can use bands, all right? Use bands, all right? I can create a whole program for you guys, which I think I'm going to do. I'm creating beginner programs for like beginning strength, beginning flexibility, beginning weight loss, beginning nutrition. There's a couple programs that I'm wanting to put out there for you guys. I think that would be really, really helpful. But, are we working out? Are we getting our workouts in? All right, it's one big, big thing, all right, that I'd really like to focus on, continue to focus on here. So that's kind of my plan for the streams, all right? Continue to create the videos. I know you guys love the videos. There's 4.6 thousand videos, 4.7 thousand videos, maybe even more, all right? Could be 5,000. I'm not sure. I know it's at least 4.7 thousand, all right? So it might be 5. It might be up to 5. I think we're over 5 with the live streams. Those are going to continue. Thank you for the thumbs up, by the way. If we can hit 10, that would be amazing. I know that the videos are always going to be there. I know that you guys are enjoying the videos. The videos have gone up. The views have gone up, even though we haven't been able to put them on. Like I said, I have COVID. So I know you guys are enjoying the videos. But I'd really like these live streams, all right, to provide value to individuals, all right, to have someone who does this as a job, does this as a business, right, and really wants to help people. That's the whole point of it. If you're doing these live streams, all right, and doing videos, and you've been doing it for 10 years, hopefully you guys, this can be a trusted source. This can be a source where that it's service-driven, trying to help people, all right, and wanting to see people succeed. That's the whole reason why I got in this industry. It's the whole reason why we created this channel, all right? So let's keep it going. Let's try to keep 2023 the best we can. I think if you're off to a good start right now, let's try to keep it going. If you've slid back just a little bit, that's okay. It's going to happen. You're going to have good weeks. You're going to have bad weeks. You might have good months. You might have bad months. But I think if we can stay consistent and get back on track, I think that is the important thing, staying consistent. Lynn, great to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for your kindness and concern. Oh, my pleasure, Lynn. My pleasure. Thank you so much for your comment. That, it's 100%, like I said, why we started the channel, but why we started the live streams. I really, really like hearing from you guys and seeing how you guys are doing. And, if there's some things that are troubling you or some things that you're finding tough, let's try to find a solution to that. Can we find a solution? Can we work on something? All right, maybe a tip that might help someone. It can be a game changer. Just one tip, 1 or 2 tips. All right, changing 1 or 2 things can be a real game changer for some people. All right, I've seen it a lot. I've seen it with a lot of my clients. All right, I think a big one is, again, just not stressing yourself out and not overthinking things. All right, you just keep it to the basics. All right, you keep it to the basics. You you follow a diet that works for you, that you enjoy, that you're not feeling hungry or, malnourished on or anything like that. You keep your water high, you make sure that you're hydrated, and you try to get your 150 minutes in of movement per week. All right, and it depends on your goals. It's going to change from individual to individual. If you're trying to put on muscle, that's a different conversation when it comes to working out. All right, because to put on muscle, you need progressive overload. All right, you need to be adding weight. All right, again, does it have to be every week? No, but you want to make sure that you're increasing weight. All right, so let's say you're bench pressing 100. By the end of the year, all right, you want to be over 100. All right, that's going to help you put on muscle. All right, now how much over 100 depends on from person to person. Okay, could be 185 pounds you get up to, could be 140. You just want to make sure that you are adding weight. All right, and that's a whole different discussion. So don't overthink it. Try to make sure that you're just staying consistent. I think the biggest thing when it comes to health and health talk and health tips, stay consistent. Don't stress yourself out. Get lots of sleep. Make sure you get your 7 to 8 hours every single night. Try if you can, all right? And this would probably be one of my biggest ones as well. Of course, you want water in, but try to knock off the sugar if you can. All right, sugar, no nutritional value. We know that it only leads, all right, to more fat, all right, being held in the body. All right, it just burns super quickly. You're not going to feel great. It dehydrates you. All right, a lot of the times I have clients, a lot of times in myself, all right, I don't drink, all right, I'm a non-drinker, but if I have like a ton of sugar, it almost feels like you have a hangover. And why? Because you're dehydrated. All right, same thing with sodium, and especially if you combine both of them together. So if you're having a high sugar diet, a high sodium diet, all right, you're not going to be at your best. You're not going to be functioning at your best, and your health is not going to be at its best. The other thing is, it's just addicting. All right, sugar is addicting. It lights up the same areas of the brain that hard drugs do. All right, why? Because it's dopamine rush, and that's what makes it addicting. All right, it's like kind of caffeine, other drugs we don't need to get into, but you guys get the point. It's addicting. All right, so y'all get the sugar in, you feel good temporarily. Guess what though? You have your crash, and then the cycle continues it on and on. All right, so you have your crash, not feeling good. What do? You go to more sugar, makes you feel good, but unfortunately you get the crash again, and again, like I just said, the cycle continues and repeats itself. So we want to try to knock the sugar off as best we can. With sodium, keep at good levels. I think on average you're having about 2,400 about 2,400 milligrams or mg, per day. So make sure you're not overdoing it on sodium. All right, and again, that just comes back to what type of foods we're eating. All right, if you're having, like the fast foods or the canned foods or, frozen foods, things like that, of course you're going to be a little bit higher in sodium. So things to think about, guys. Here's the biggest thing that I want you to take away from the stream. Use this as a source to help improve your overall health, to have someone who can answer your questions, whether it be nutrition, whether it be workout wise, right, whether it be fitness, whatever it is. All right, use this as your source, as a tool, all right, as an accountability, all right, to keep yourself going, to keep 2023 the best year that you can. I want this to be a source where we can have a nice discussion, all right, not stress out, all work together, all right, allow me to work with you and try to be the best version of ourselves. And the best version of ourselves is someone that's healthy, someone that's active, and someone that's happy. And how are we going to achieve that? We achieve that through our diet, and we achieve that through movement. So that's what we want to take away today, guys. Again, to support the channel, you can join as a member, a Fit Team member. We have a couple already. Again, you can use the super chat function. That's a great way to support the channel. Again, YouTube is weird. AdSense is weird. All right, so you can put the videos up. You can do your live streams. All right, but YouTube, it's a weird thing on here these days. The things that get views. All right, I'm not huge on clickbait or clickbait thumbnails and things like that. So, sometimes that's what gets the views, but I'm just not big on that, and I don't have time for that. So like for the thumbnail. So you guys are the support. You guys make this channel possible, and I really, really do appreciate it. So take that, guys. I hope that helped a little bit. I hope that helped maybe motivate some people, and I hope you got something out of it. So again, we're going to try to keep it consistent, keep the videos going, keep the live streams going. We're going to have a topic, not exactly sure. I think I might want to do kidney health. I think, it's something I've been looking into over the last little week. I also want to do a lung health one. I think that'll be a good one, especially with the N-acetylcysteine that I was talking about a little bit earlier in the stream. So maybe look out for a kidney health stream and a overall lung health stream. All right, respiratory tract, all of that good stuff. All right, those kind of combine a lot of different things. So I say kidney health, but there's a lot of things that go into it. All right, a lot of different foods. All right, maybe some signs, maybe some symptoms if we are dealing with something that we're not wanting to with related to our kidneys or related to our lungs, things of that nature. But I think those are going to be some streams to look out for in the near future. So thank you so much, guys. Let's end it right there. Thank you so much to Joshua. Thank you so much to Lynn. We had a lot of people come in, like I said, and I'm going to challenge you guys on this. And good view duration. So thank you so much, guys. I'm glad you stuck around. Really, really appreciate that. I'm going to challenge you guys on these live streams. Use it as a tool. Use it as a tool. All right, it's there for the taking. If you don't take it, all right, that's fine. There's no one forcing you to ask a question or to put something in chat. Joshua and Lynn did, and I appreciate that. But I'm going to challenge you guys. Try to ask your questions. Again, it's easier, I know, if we have a topic. Easier when you get a little bit of a heads up. But I want to challenge you guys to try to use this as a tool to improve your overall health. And I think we can do it. Let's keep it going. Let's make 2023 the best year that we can. All right, and make ourselves as healthy as we can. So use this as a tool. We're going to keep going. I want you guys to use this as a tool. All right, I want to be the one there to help you guys continue to keep going on your health journey. All right, I know we can do it. We're doing great. Keep it up, guys. Ask your questions. Keep watching the videos. Be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for more live streams. We'll keep going from there. Appreciate you guys so much. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, I believe it is today. Jesus, week is flying by. But thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you all. We'll talk to you soon. I believe either Saturday or Sunday. And have a great and